Good afternoon. Today was laundry day. And of course, my mom wanted to go to the laundromat in Clyde, Texas, which is about 7 minutes from us. And it's the most awful fucking laundromat I've ever been in my life. And I have been all over this land called America. Okay, all kinds. And that is the worst fucking laundromat. Plus, they're fucking expensive. It's almost $5 to wash. Okay, Abilene. We could have went to Abilene, about 15 minutes away. Okay, the washers are cheaper. They're cleaner. Like when you walk into the one in Clyde, it smells like a fucking what's that called? A crotch infection. It is the worst smell ever. It smells like someone has a bad yeast infection up there. It smells, you can tell it's riddled with staph. And I've expressed to her over and over again, I do not want to fucking go there. And she waits like a whole fucking month before we wash the clothes. So we have plenty of it. Okay, that trip ended up costing us about $30-$40. And if we would have went to Abilene, it would have cost us about 25. And that includes the gas. It would have just took a little extra, it would have took just the time to dry. But when we were there, my clothes didn't get dry in the dryer. So we had to wait another hour to dry. Yeah, yeah. So there was no time saved. So she literally just made me miserable because she didn't want to fucking listen to me. And me and my mom have got into this before about all she has to do is fucking listen. I don't want to go to her, these places in Clyde. I know she's got memories and shit here, but this is the worst place ever. I try my best to do the best I can with what I got, but at the same time, I was happier in my van traveling around. I really was, instead of just having all this shit around me. It has gotten to the point where, sometimes I'm happy in it, but most of the time I'm not. Because I'm just sitting here day in, day out. Uh, Waiting for my time to expire. And I do my best to, reach out to those out there and, be loving, kind, and considerate. However, at the same time, the truth is, I'm sick of life. I'm over it. You know, um, I am. I'm over it. I really am over it. I quit going in my van because I was just over, traveling. But I did feel free and I did enjoy waking up in a different place. And if I didn't like the environment, I just could keep on moving, you know? And right now I'm experiencing terrible pain from, still from the scorpion bite, still my feet, my ankles, my wrist. Um, I've gotten it mostly out of my neck, but it still hurts. Like I still have issues, and I don't understand why. But they said that a scorpion bite can stay in your system for a couple weeks, and with the pain I'm experiencing, that's all I can think it is. Just from it's the only thing I know because I haven't experienced this kind of pain, and it's been bad since I got stung by a scorpion. Anyways, so I want to say out there to all those, I get the fact that you get fucking tired of going. And I don't have a problem with suicide. I really don't. It's not my preferred method because it's just not, um, just not something I want to do to myself. But I can understand how people get to the point, like, where they're just ready to, um, leave their body behind because it's so fucking painful. And I get that. You know, Look, since I came into this world, I have been in some kind of pain, either emotional pain, physical pain, spiritual pain, body pain, mind pain. It's always some kind of fucking pain. And I don't understand, out there, people don't think this is a hell state of being, then they got their head stuck up their ass. I don't care what kind of programming is put on the internet or TV about this or that. I know the truth of this world, and it sucks fucking ass. I just do my best. That's why I tell people all the time. I was like, I am not going to sit there and play pretend. I went to the thrift store today, and there was this cup, that says, walk like you're already healed. And I was like, look, motherfucker, I will walk as I walk. And right now, when it comes to walking, my body is freezing up on me, and I don't understand why. It's like my muscles are tight. And, I'm in a miserable state of being right now. My mom ordered some kind of these, super vitamin things, so hopefully that works. And, she's been talking about going to the doctor and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'll go to the doctor to get a tetanus shot. Okay, I will do that because I do mess with, in the soil, and I'm billed and I'm around rusted nails. I'll do that. But I am not gonna fucking go get tests done and, be put through shit, put on medication. No. I was like, no, I'm just not gonna fucking do it. I'm not gonna put myself through a roller coaster of things. And I don't want that attention. A lot of people want to go to the doctor and shit like that. I was like, no, I don't want to fucking go to the doctor. Because I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be disabled. So what the fuck do I want to go to the doctor for? Because that's what they do. They tell you what you want to hear. You're like, yeah, until you're disabled, and, they give you a check. I don't want to hear that. Okay? If I'm going to go somewhere, they're going to sit there and tell me why my body is acting the way it is, and, suggest what is good for me to eat and drink and what is healthy. And that should be available anyways. Like, I went to Walmart and got the most powerful fucking vitamins, that they have. And usually vitamins will start making me feel better, but they're shitty. They're just, and it had the GNC brand, because Walmart's taken over the brands or something like that. They're changing their face. And I was like, usually they're good vitamins, but they're not anymore. I was like, this sucks. It's ridiculous. Just because they have free healthcare doesn't mean that it's anything good. And I haven't signed up for the free healthcare yet because I don't think I should have to fucking sign up. I think if it's free, then just open the doors and, let it be free. Each place gets, the same, funds and stuff for their population and stuff like that. That's what the whole point of the census is. Say, look, you have this many in your area, the population, and they can do by population easily without the census, just by using, the social security number, what is purchased in that area. There is the kids in that area. You know why it is free healthcare? Because it's a fucking scam. What they're gonna do is they're gonna bleed the system dry, and nobody's gonna have anything. You won't even have, if when it goes free, it's going to be seriously bad. And in other countries, it's bad. They're just not they're not showing it, but they're starting to lose their funds. People are rioting, trying to start wars because you can't have things for free. Everybody's got to work together. You can't put the burden on just one person. And today I was talking about, with my mom with the pain, and I was like, man, I want to go get building supplies. And she's like, well, look on Marketplace and, to find stuff. And I was like, no. I was like, I can't move right now. And she's like, well, I can load. I was like, no, I'm not going to put the burden on somebody else. I'm not going to put my burden on somebody else. There's a difference between receiving help and having someone around that cares and loves for you, and then there's being a complete burden, and I don't want to be a complete burden. And I don't, And I don't want to stick around because my children, my kids, of course, they're not children anymore, they're adults. They show no concern or care for me, and they never fucking did. My daughter did at a time, but then it just kind of went away because I wasn't around her. So I don't want to stay around for them to care for me because there's no point. My mom, I have always, she can sit any time in my life, she's been able to call me up, except for when I moved away. And I moved from my mom because my brother passed away, and the way she was acting was horrible. And then, it was just weird. Because, I was always treated like the outcast. If you ever seen Family Guy and the way Meg's treated, I was treated worse in my family. So, and then when it came to my, the family, my ex-husband and my kids, I was just treated like I was there, to do the bidding. I'm just tired of it. If I can't do for myself and be independent, I don't mind receiving help. I'm not prideful. However, if I can't be independent, then I don't want to be at all. And that's just the truth. Because I don't want to be a burden on somebody else. And I don't even care if they want to sit there and take care of me and stuff. I don't want to be a burden. I want to be free of body. Because that's all that is hurting, is my physical body. And, just because we leave the body, this physical body doesn't mean we completely die. It just means we leave our shell. And I'm tired of being fucking mosquito food, getting stung. I mean, this world comes against me in so many ways and tries to take from me. I'm just fucking sick of it. I don't so love this world. In fact, I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of looking at it. I'm sick of the inhabitants of it. I'm just fucking sick of it. I'll just admit that right there. I don't so love the world. Love the heart of Christ. I carry the heart of Christ, which is love for all, but I don't fucking love this place, and I don't love being in the flesh, because all it does is things come to feed off of you, and it's expensive to live. And let's just face it, this world is a disgusting place, and at least you got the funds to live somewhere nice, and you're gonna pay the price. It's all about money. Did I get the little bastard? So, you know what? I just can't afford to be here, to be in the flesh. So, I'm ready to give it up. I'm not holding out. For a long time I held on for my children, and now that they're adults, I don't need to hold on for them. Hell, they don't even want to call or talk to me or spend time with me, and they haven't. And I did my best. And that's all I can say is I did my best. But yeah, it hurts. It does. It hurts a lot. But I'm ready to leave this world behind because, it's just the same stupid shit every day. My mom will take me to the thrift store. She tries to make me feel better and stuff like that, but I don't. There's things I find enjoyment in. I find enjoyment in the little things. But at the same time, my body just weighs me down. It does. Everything hurts. And that's my fucking laundry day. Is that I just want to punch someone in the face. That, literally, if I could punch pain and suffering in the face, I would fucking punch them in the face over and over and over again for what they inflict upon others, because I'm sick of it. Because that's all this flesh is. And I'm not going to put on a pretend face or be programmed as the media says I should be. Like, oh, you should smile and blah and talk this way. Fuck that shit. That's all I gotta say is fuck that shit, and those people can go fuck themselves because they have their head up their ass, breathing in toxic fumes, and they believe that their own bullshit. I'm just so sick of that. Or when people say, smile, it'll make you feel better. No, it fucking doesn't. You just feel awkward. You do. You're like, try and smile. Like, fucking put on a smile on your face, look like a big fucking goofball. And a smile doesn't feel natural unless you're actually fucking happy. And you know what? I am not going to be a liar. And you know, when you sit there and put on a show for people, that makes you a fucking liar. Because you're lying. You're put on a false face. You know, that shit can go fuck itself. That's all I gotta say. I mean, hell, this world is bad enough. I'm not gonna sit there and put on a fake fucking front and be a poser. You know, I'm not gonna be a poser. I'm gonna be truthful. That's what I'm gonna do.